Tubular secretion. What do you mean by tubular secretion? Secretion of some substances from the blood present in the, I'll show you. Secretion of some substances from the blood present in the peritubular capillaries into the filtrate by tubular cells is known as tubular secretion. And you can see here in the diagram, tubular secretion take place of substances like hydrogen ion, ammonia, potassium ion. So these three main substances, hydrogen ion, potassium and ammonia, their tubular secretion takes place. First of all, tubular secretion takes place in the part proximal convoluted tubule. In proximal convoluted tubule, tubular secretion of hydrogen ion, ammonia and even potassium ion. Here it is shown reabsorption, even secretion also take place. Tubular secretion of potassium ion are secreted from the blood into the filtrate by active transport. Please keep in mind that tubular secretion, it take place only by the process of active transport, whereas reabsorption of substances takes place by both the processes, active and passive transport. Now next is the loop of Henle. No secretion, tubular secretion take place in the loop of Henle. Now the next part is the distal convoluted tubule. Again, in distal convoluted tubule, the main function of distal convoluted tubule is tubular secretion, and mainly the tubular secretion of potassium ion, hydrogen ion and even ammonia. It is not shown, but ammonia also. Ammonia take place into the filtrate by active transport. Next is the collecting duct. In collecting duct also, tubular secretion of hydrogen ion and potassium ion take place. It is not shown, but yes, tubular secretion of hydrogen ion and potassium ion also take place in the collecting duct. So the main site of tubular secretion is distal convoluted tubule. Main function of distal convoluted tubule is tubular secretion, and reabsorption is conditional. Then tubular secretion take place in proximal convoluted tubule and collecting tubule, only of three main substances, hydrogen ion, potassium ion and ammonia. Whereas tubular reabsorption, it take place mainly in proximal convoluted tubule. So the main site for tubular reabsorption is proximal convoluted tubule or PCT. Then it take place in loop of Henle. Conditional reabsorption take place in DCT, then in collecting duct. But the main site, maximum reabsorption, it take place in PCT. And ultrafiltration, all of you know, it take place in the Malpighian corpuscle. So let's repeat once again. Ultrafiltration, it take place in the Malpighian corpuscle. Tubular reabsorption, it take place in PCT, loop of Henle, collecting duct, and conditional reabsorption in DCT. But the main site of tubular reabsorption is proximal convoluted tubule. Next process is tubular secretion. Tubular secretion take place in PCT, DCT and collecting duct of three main substances, hydrogen ion, potassium ion and ammonia. And the main site of tubular secretion is distal convoluted tubule or DCT. Now, in the end of the mechanism of urine formation, the glomerular filtrate reaching the end of the collecting duct, after being modified by reabsorption of certain substances and addition of others by tubular secretion, is called urine. So in the end, in the collecting duct, what is present? Urine is present. And kidney excrete only about 1.5 liter of urine in a day. Do you remember the values? 100 to 1200 ml of blood is filtered by kidney per minute. Then 125 ml of glomerular filtrate is produced. 125. And how much in a day? About 180 liters per day glomerular filtrate is produced. But how much urine is produced? Only 1.5 liters. That is 1500 ml urine is produced in a single day. It means 99% of the glomerular filtrate is reabsorbed by the tubular part of the nephron, which result in production of only 1.5 liter of urine out of 180 liters of glomerular filtrate. Okay, so it means maximum reabsorption, 99% of reabsorption of glomerular filtrate takes place by the blood present in the peritubular capillaries, and the urine, it is concentrated, which consists of waste material. With this, the topic is complete.